right, Rob, thank you for joining us here today. I am excited to talk about this. I will say years ago, I participated in a 48-hour film fest, and it was one of the most fun and almost maybe stressful, no sleep, but one of the best experiences that I've ever had in anything like that. And it was such a great time. And I'm excited to hear more about this weekend's event, to see what everybody has been working on. But I want to know a little bit about you first. If you wouldn't mind telling us, just a little bit about your backstory and how you got into this to begin with.
Okay, well, it's kind of a funny story. So I have a degree in film, and I used to make some experimental films, and I've worked in television and the film industry for a number of years. And I moved out to Portland in 2004 from Washington, D.C., which is where the 48-hour film project was started. And I was going back and forth between the two cities a lot. And I met the executive producer and said, "How come you guys don't have one in Portland?" And they said, "Well, we don't know anybody in Portland." And I said, "Hello, I'll do it." And the rest is history. But yeah, my background is I'm from the Mid-Atlantic area, Washington, D.C. area, play music, work on films. And so I kind of started working on making my own films less, and I really wanted to get into a way that I could help younger filmmakers and help people make their movies and get their movies seen. And so this has been a great way to do it. It's hard to believe, but we've made I haven't made them, but over 500 short films in Portland in the last 20 years.
That's
Through the
amazing.
48-hour film project, yeah.
And allowing people, like you mentioned, that opportunity to be, a director, producer, an actor, and all of these different things that, for some people that may be their career and this is a fun thing. For other people, they get a chance to go do this for 48
Right,
hours and get to be involved in something like that. I mean, that's a
right. We
pretty
have
cool
we have a
opportunity.
Yeah, we have a great mix of both professionals and amateurs. Sometimes there's professionals who really want to be able to work on something that they haven't had a chance to. They get told what to shoot or how to act and everything at work. And then, so it's nice for them to be able to stretch back out. And we have amateurs who've never made a movie. And sometimes theirs are really good. It's surprising how it's not just the professionals who do a really good job. There was one time a number of years ago. So besides having it in Portland, we have a big year-end event for all the city winners. And a number of years ago, there was a team that had never made a movie before. They're out of Iowa. And they made a little thing called Mimes of the Western Prairie. And what they did is they had a bunch of old stock photographs of like sodbusters and stuff, and they photoshopped in mimes, and it was hilarious. And they won best film in the U.S. that year, and they were shocked. And so you just never know who's going to catch that magic in a bottle.
That's amazing. Yeah, or what it is, that's going to actually click. Yeah, with
Right.
somebody. I do want to see that now because I don't think I've ever seen that one. But talking about that, making this, 48 hours. That is a very short amount of time. And for people who haven't participated in it, can you let them know, how this concept actually works?
Sure, sure. So how it works is we get the teams together on Friday night. We've been doing it at the really cool courtyard at the Jupiter Hotel for a number of years, and so we get the teams together on Friday night. We give them their genres. So for this one, they have a choice between a horror genre and a sci-fi genre, or they can do a mashup. Mashups tend to be usually the funnest, I think. But so they get those, and then after all the teams get their genres, we announce the required elements. And so the required elements every year are a character, a prop, and a line of dialogue. And so what we do is we announce those, and they go off and make their movies. So it keeps them from starting early, but also it's a really fun vehicle for the creativity, and it's really cool to see the different ways that people use the required elements. They use them very differently. So this year, for this particular one, our character was Philip or Phyllis Drumbowski. They are a traveling salesperson. Our prop was a statuette, and our line of dialogue is, "What did you expect?" So they use those in any way.
So those all of those have to end up in there in the in that film. I mean, and that's awesome. And how many how many teams do you have each year?
Well, for so this is only the second time we've done the horror sci-fi. We've been doing the traditional, the regular 48 for about 20 years now. We took a couple years off during the pandemic, but this is our second year for doing the horror sci-fi, and we have 26 teams. We usually have about 40 or 48 for the regular one.
That's incredible. That There's that many people too getting involved in that, and
Yes,
then they get those things from you, and then it's just off, and they have to go shoot and have it back within 48 hours, right? Like
that's right.
exactly.
Right. Now, if they're late, we still screen them. We don't want anybody to go to all that trouble and not be able to see their movie. I mean, that's, seeing their film up on the big screen at the Hollywood theaters. It's just an amazing experience. And so we wouldn't want to take that away from anyone. Late films will not go to the judges. We have a panel of 3 judges each time, but they are eligible for the audience favorite awards.
Nice. So they can still get in there for something, and as you mentioned, I mean,
Yeah.
really that prize of getting shown on the Hollywood theater, that's pretty amazing, no matter what
Right.
level you're in. I mean, that's an
Right.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, people do want to win, but the camaraderie, the team building, the fun, seeing it on the big screen, it's more than just about the winning. It's really a community event.
What do you think it is about Portland specifically, going back to when you started this here, that it really works here so well?
I mean, I just knew it would work here, and there's such a creative spirit and so many unusual individuals here. I felt right at home when I got here. But there's and such a people are willing to do different creative things and just that character of independence and trying things out. So yeah, I would say that's it.
And I love the fact that there's so many people coming together too, and I would imagine there's a lot of support. Yeah, there's a competition ostensibly, and there is, there's winners for that stuff, but it seems like everybody's very supportive of one another when it comes to
They
screening those
really
films.
are. They really are, and most people don't do it just one year. Most people do it at least several years. And so people, oh, I saw you last year. I liked your film last year. I liked your film this, so people get to see each other again. And in the professional community, a lot of people who haven't got to see each other in a year or so or worked together but not had a chance to hang out, it's really good for them too.
Well, for people who want to attend this weekend, who were in the festival, will just want to come and watch all this creativity, what should they know?
Well, we have 2 big screenings this weekend at the Hollywood Theater, and we have one at 7 p.m. and one at 9:30 p.m. this Sunday, May 3rd. They can get their tickets through the Hollywood Theater website. They can find out more about the teams, see more of the team's posters and trailers at our Facebook group, which is called, not surprisingly, Portland 48 Hour Film Project. So they can find out more information there. They can get their tickets at the Hollywood Theater. They can link to me with any direct questions that they might have through the Facebook group or through our website, portland48hourfilm.com slash port 48hourfilm.com/Portland-Oregon. So yeah, so that's if they come out tonight, if they come out, they're going to have a blast. There's so many different genres. Uh, there's slasher. There's wrong place, wrong time. There's alien colonization. There's techno humans. Just so many different. Every movie is a different genre, which is really fun. And it used to be we didn't know the audience favorite for days or even a week afterwards. We had paper ballots, golf pencils, everybody's filling them out. We had to go back and count them afterwards. But now, with modern technology, we can tally up the votes right there, and we can let everybody know who the audience winner that they picked is at the end of the screening. And so that's much more fun.
That's awesome. And how long is each film?
Each film is between 5 and 8 minutes.
5 and 8 minutes. Okay.
Yep.
Well, amazing. And, thank you for bringing this here, convincing them to have this here all those years ago, because obviously it has made a difference in so many people's lives. And it's just fun. Now I want to do it again. Now
Right?
yeah,
Right?
you're reminding me of how much fun I had doing that.
Oh, great, great. Well, we'll get you signed up. We do the so we just did the horror sci-fi one. We do the regular one at the end of July. So we'll open up registration at the end of May for that. So let me know and we'll get you signed up.
All right. Awesome.
I'll hold you
Rob,
to it.
Okay. All right. All right. Yep. You got my email. All right, Ron. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us here. I really appreciate your time and conversation. This is awesome.
Thanks for having me on. Really appreciate it. And, I'm so glad that I was able to get this going here. It's meant a lot to me as well.